And we are back. Welcome back to the Games Report this Tuesday, August 29, 2017. I'm your host, Hyungjin Sean Moon, the second king of Cheonil-guk. Koreans, South Koreans living in fear. South Koreans watched file footage of a North Korean missile launch at a railway station in Seoul after the North fired a ballistic missile over Japan and into the Pacific Ocean. I mean, the South Korean people live in such delusion. It's scary. I mean, it's scary. They watch those things, and they're literally in this echo chamber of this cultish-like activity where they tell each other, "Oh, it's another missile test again. Ha ha ha." And they laugh at each other. Nothing's gonna happen. And they console themselves in this little ritualistic, cultish dance of trying to assuage their fears and trepidation, which they all have internally, because if they had proper amygdala function, they would know this is a dangerous thing. And they're all told by their announcers and little broadcasters, "Oh yes, they've done another attack. The North has launched another missile over North Korea. But we've had a lot of these all the time. And there's no escalation. It's going to be fine. Don't leave your house when there's 20, 30 inches of flood water coming to Houston." Oh, this is like ridiculous. We are the official news broadcasting to you. And so, yes, and the North Korea is fired a missile, but on to other news. A puppy dog was rescued in a tree yesterday, and Mrs. Margaret Cho, Mrs. Cho something, found a beautiful package at her door, and it was given to her by her fiancé. That's the official news, KBS. We'll see you tomorrow. I mean, this is what they do. They bury it in this trivial crap. And they're under so much danger, they have no idea how much danger they're in. And they're all in this little, like, what are those birds, those Australian birds that like flap at each other all day long? Like, "Rah, rah, rah." Not seagulls. They're like these wacky, they're like blue-footed birds that flap at each other all day, like, "Rah, rah, 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 rah." Like, literally, the South Korean people are like that. They're in this ritualistic dance that is pre-programmed into them by their official news networks and celebrity cults that are telling them, "Don't worry. All we have to do is become communists. That's all. That'll solve the issue. We just become communists, and all these problems will go away." There's no real big problem anyways. The big problem is any conservatism, Christianity, and all that kind of stuff. We have to become commie, okay? That's the true way of modernism. That's what it means to live in 21st century. We're going to pave a new way. That other stuff doesn't work. We want to be commie and socialist because we're going to make it cool this time around. Yeah, you're going to make it cool by murdering 80 million people. You're going to make it cool by starting out World War III, and within the first hour, you're potentially 8 million people that could be dead. Because I guess in the modern era, war is cool, ignorance is cool, being a slave to the mainstream official news is cool, and not thinking for yourself is cool, and not having a sovereignty is cool, and being disarmed and being a slave is cool, and being a serf is cool, because at least your oligopolies will make you worship them in their celebrity cults, and Michael Moore lecturing you about how bad Trump is. And then you'll be able to be happy just being able to see Tom Cruise and see Gwyneth Paltrow and see Angelina Jolie and, "Oh, I'm so happy. My life is fulfilled. I've seen Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Wow. That's like the best day of my life. World War III is on the verge of happening, but that's okay because I love my celebrity cult." This is insanity. I mean, it's totally ridiculous. Dictator Kim Jong-un is believed to have fired his rocket over Japan because it is the path towards the... I mean, do you understand? I get riled up like this, and I realize I just got to let it go. Because if I'm reporting the Dictator Kim Jong-un is believed to have fired his rocket over Japan because it is a path towards the U.S. Pacific territory of Guam, which he threatened to attack 2 weeks ago. Millions of Japanese citizens were woken with texts urging them to move to a steady sturdy building or basement as a missile passed over its territory at around 6 a.m. local time on Tuesday. And that's the news. If I report like, all you fools be sleeping, you'll be asleep.